Hello gamers. We're going to talk about Yin Guide on Mobile Legend Bang Bang. Hope you like it. Before we start, don't forget to follow, like and subscribe because it's free. Support my beautiful voice guys. Love you. Remember to watch until the end.
If you're the type of player who loves picking off enemy carries but have yet to master assassin heroes, Yin, the newest fighter hero in Mobile Legends, Bang Bang, is perfect for you. Equipped with only his fists and rings around his forearms that act as weapons, the martial genius possesses the unique ability to switch between his original form to Leah, an evil deity hellbent on destroying the world. Learn about the newest fighter hero, Yin, in this guide, including recommended emblems, battle spells, and best builds for the hero.
Before we start, let's introduce our hero Yin. Don't forget to follow, like and subscribe guys because it's free. And also click the bell button to be updated to our new videos. Thanks. In an early morning 17 years ago, a baby boy drifted in a basket down the river to Floral Falls and was found and adopted by a local. He was named Yin after the earthly branch for the year of the tiger. The year he was found. 10 years quickly passed by, and Yin grew up into a young boy training in martial arts.
Now let's start. Passive, leave it to me. Yin deals 125% increased damage when there are no allied heroes within 4 yards. His passive makes it a lot easier to invade the enemy jungle in the first 5 minutes of the game, as the increased attack damage allows you to steal important buffs or get an easy kill on the enemy jungler. Use this to your advantage and harass the enemy if you are in the EXP lane or gold lane. As a jungler, it's your duty to gank the enemy jungler or out-farm him before he hits level 4. Leave it to me is also active when his ultimate, My Turn, is activated. First skill, Charged Punch Frenzy Strike.
Yin gains 40% movement speed for 2 seconds. Use again. Yin throws a charged punch forward, dealing physical damage. Leah smashes an area ahead up to 10 times. Each smash deals physical damage to enemies hit and slowing them by 75% for 0.3 second. Enemies hit multiple times will be slowed for each extra hit they take. The smashing speed will gradually increase over the duration. Charged Punch is a good skill for last-hitting enemy creeps in the laning phase. Always use the extra damage to your advantage and spam the skill to your heart's content. Charged Punch also hits units behind your intended target. Successfully hitting Charged Punch reduces the skill's cooldown by 35%. Frenzy Strike automatically locks onto enemies until the smashing speeds reaches maximum speed. You can cancel the skill in the latter half by moving or using another skill. Frenzy Strikes renders Leah immune to crowd control effects.
Second skill, Instant Blast. Yin dashes forward leaving a golden ring behind while dealing physical damage to enemies along the way. After a 1-second delay, the golden ring will catch up with Yin, dealing physical damage to enemies it passes through and stunning them for 1 second. Leah strikes a flying kick forward, leaving a golden ring behind while dealing physical damage to enemies along the way. After a 1-second delay, the golden ring will catch up with Leah, dealing physical damage to enemies it passes through and stunning them for 1 second. Yin and Leah gain 25% extra damage reduction if Instant Blast hits an enemy unit. Instant Blast can stun multiple enemies if they are close to one another. Instant Blast can also act as an escape tool if in case an enemy jungler goes all in on you. You can dash through walls with Instant Blast. Ultimate, My Turn. Yin pulls a designated enemy hero into his domain with him for up to 8 seconds and turns into Leah. Once Yin transforms into Leah inside the domain, he gains an extra 20 extra physical defense and magic defense once he activates his ultimate. The domain will end early if any of the two inside is killed. Don't make the mistake of casting this skill on someone who has a higher level or damage output than you. Leah will restore 20% health if he kills his target inside the domain. Upon leaving the domain and killing the target, he'll continue to fight as Leah for 8 seconds.
Recommended battle spell. To maximize his passive's increased damage when he is alone, Retribution is the best battle spell as you'll have a much faster time clearing jungle creeps compared to laning with someone in the gold lane or mid lane. If your team already has a jungler, don't take Retribution when laning, and instead use Execution. This spell can help you secure kills, and is best used during My Turn's duration. The EXP lane is the second best option for Yin since he doesn't have any long-range skills that can counter any marksman heroes in the gold lane. Recommended emblem set. Choosing what emblem to use on Yin depends on your skill level with the hero. Beginners can go for Unbending Will for the extra damage, especially against scaling heroes. Choosing High and Dry is viable if you have experience playing with the Martial Genius, as its effect synergizes well with Leave It to Me. However, High and Dry forces you to maintain a certain distance with your allies. Whatever you pick, always go for physical damage or penetration subtalents. The extra offensive stats helps a lot with his killing potential, especially in the early game. Best build for Yin in Mobile Legends. As a fighter hero, building him offensively is the best way to go. Based on what the pros build, prioritizing physical damage and cooldown reduction is a must in the early to mid-game. War Axe and Hunter Strike are his core items, followed by either Blade of the Heptases or Blade of Despair. After building your go-to offensive items, you can either buy defensive items if the game is close, or go for more offensive items if your team is ahead. A glass cannon build is far greater compared to building him hybrid.
Easy combos to learn. A good combo in a 1v1 situation would be to get close with Charged Punch and Instant Blast. Once the target is stunned, immediately use My Turn, Lia's Instant Blast, then Frenzy Strike for the finishing blow. This combo does the job most of the time, provided you perfectly land the stun on Instant Blast. Always prioritize enemy carries, such as their marksman or jungler, as it's easier to burst them down compared to using your ultimate on the enemy tank or fighter. Since Yin doesn't use any mana when casting abilities, feel free to last hit enemy creeps and harass enemy heroes with Charged Punch. If the enemy fights back or if the enemy jungler is in your tail, use Charged Punch again for the movement speed boost and Instant Blast if the enemy flickers or use a mobility skill towards you. That's all guys. See you on our next video. Don't forget to like, follow and subscribe.
No kidding. I even scare myself when I fight.